Kia Boys documentary?
To steal a car?
I can show you inside your car.
Hello everybody, my name is Tommy G, and today I'm going boots on the ground, cover a notorious group of kids, the Kia Boys. These kids are legendary for the amount of cars they are stealing in Milwaukee. Just last year alone, they've stolen 10,000 cars, in particular Kias and Hyundais. Let's roll the tape so I can show you what they do.
I love that it's like, this is what the teenagers are doing now. They're doing real live Grand Theft Auto. Grand Theft Auto, Rockstar, this is your fault. Look every Wisconsinite in the eyes, okay? In their eyes, and tell them, sorry, we didn't make Grand Theft Auto 6 for too many years. So now people decided they're gonna do it in real life. It's your fault, Rockstar. Do better. Make Grand Theft Auto 6, release it.
What if you were mayor of the city? What would you do?
Lock their ass all up.
If I was mayor, I would propose your first offense as a Kia Boy, you have to do 1,000 hours of trash cleanup.
That don't help them no more, man.
No?
No. The world messed up now, man.
What should the punishment be if you get caught stealing a car?
Give them some time. Sit their ass
2
down.
years, 4 years, 10 years?
A good 10, 20 years, because that's hard-earned cars. Look at what I'm driving because of the Kia Boys.
A Kia Boy stole your car?
Yes. Can't take the kids to school, can't make appointments, gotta call it to work. So it's tragic. It was sad and tragic. I cried.
Was it a big financial hit to you?
Definitely.
If you had a message for the Kia Boys, what would it be?
Chill your good asses out.
Stop ruining our city.
Stop before you get killed or kill everybody else, man, while you out there doing it. Stop doing it. Never see your family again fucking with some of these people.
Maybe if you work and do something for yourself, you will know what it is to have something instead of taking from people.
Do you feel like there's hope for them in the future, or do you think they're too far gone?
For everybody. There's hope for any and everybody. It all depends on what you shift your mindset to.
It makes me sad to see the Kia Boys. Those are young kids.
It's kind of wild to consider that, like, the media that are infinitely further removed from the consequences of actions like this, and like suburbanites who live in like these fucking heavily militarized suburbs that are like, again, far removed from crime like this, have a significantly more reactionary approach to how to deal with these kids than the people in this community. These are the people who are literally having their shit fucking jacked, or know people that are getting their shit jacked. And when you ask them about, like, so what's the punishment? What should be the punishment? Like, they have a more rehabilitative approach. Even the guy who was like, you fucking steal my car, you never seen your family again, I'm gonna kill you, is like also simultaneously being like, yo, you can change your life. Like, you don't need to do this. Okay? One of them said 10 to 20 years. Okay, I mean, obviously there's gonna be a diversity of thought here, but ultimately still, there is still a people talking about how you can fucking, you know, save and change their attitudes. Even the person that said 20 years, or one of the mothers literally fucking said, well, it could be my child. Like, I wouldn't want him to go to fucking jail for that long either.
How you guys doing? What can you tell us about what we're about to see right now?
Man, my little niggas finna hit the corner and go crazy.
How many Kia Boys do you think there are in the city?
Hundreds.
Hundreds?
Y'all over
Kia
here?
boys and not a boys.
Are there any Chevy Boys? I hope not, because I got a Chevy over here.
It's a whole tutorial on how to do this shit on YouTube. If you see a nigga walking around with a charger like this, just know he's probably gonna steal your car.
I'm Tommy G, and I'm here with...
My name's Sonny.
I'll call you Marvin the accountant, okay?
All right.
So Marvin, when did you start getting into the Kia
Almost
business
2
here?
years of brain rot.
I ain't gonna lie, like, shit. 3 summers ago, that's when it all started, Hyundais and Kias.
Do you get nervous before you do that?
Hell no.
I'm gonna film you guys, but I don't think I'm gonna get into a car with you because I feel like I might die. Are there Kia Boys that have crashed a car and died?
Yeah, the wildest thing I ever seen, somebody asked to drive and then they crashed, they flipped the car in less than 20 seconds.
My partner's a teacher at middle school in 53202 Milwaukee Hood. 3 of her students are Kia Boys. They're 12 years old and their dads are all in prison. Dude, that's crazy. 1,000,000%. Look, you want to know how to stop this? Okay, are you ready for this? You want to know how to stop this? It's gonna fucking come across like a crazy idea, but there is demonstrable proof for this, and the same goes for Chicago, and the same goes for all these other fucking places. Outlaw Kias? No, dude. And no, it's not release Grand Theft Auto 6. I'm making a fucking serious point now. After school programs, dude. Like, literally, just shit for these kids to do. That's it. That's literally it. Sometimes it's as stupid as something like that. Sometimes the answer is unironically that fucking simple and that fucking stupid. That's it. Basketball leagues, fucking sports leagues, shit like that. After school programs unironically cut down on half of this fucking half this crime immediately. MPS is horribly funded. Teachers make like $35K and the police get 45% of the city budget. Exactly, dude. Exactly. That is the problem. You are not trying to tackle crime where crime occurs. If these fucking schools were better funded, if these fucking schools had after school programs, if these kids had some shit to do. Okay, if they felt like if there was more community investment, you would cut down on a gigantic percentage of the fucking crime that occurs in places like this. But no, instead, we got to do like kids from rich school districts saying school clubs are lame is because they actually had entertaining things to do at home. Yeah, 100%. You're talking about people, you're literally talking about people who don't have like anything going on at home. Like there's nothing happening. Barely fucking food on the table. They would have something to do in this situation. Like you're crazy. Like we're talking about families who get their most nutritious meal. We're talking about kids in families where they get their most nutritious meal at school. So if you're already fucking a Naperville Andy, you're not going to understand this. You're like, what the fuck do you mean? Michelle Obama's fucking school lunches are my most nutritious meal? Like it's the worst meal of my fucking day. Yeah, no shit. But for a lot of these fucking kids, it's their most nutritious goddamn meal of the day. You understand? That's the kind of poverty we're talking about over here. Okay? And this is, again, not something that I'm fucking making up. This is like actually proof. Like there are millions of fucking kids in this country, the wealthiest nation on earth, that get their most nutritious meal of their fucking day at school. That's why school lunches are so profoundly important. That's why schools that have like lunch debt is insane to me, and that should be completely abolished. That's why I talk about this. I've written extensively on fucking lunch programs, school lunch programs in general. That's why school lunch programs continued throughout COVID when schools were closed, because like kids will fucking die if you don't offer them food from school. So like you cannot in your fucking relatively privileged brain comprehend the level of poverty, the level of structural violence that these kids are subjected to from such an early point in their lives. This is everything that they know. This kind of violent activity or violent behavior that they engage in is a retaliation or a way to live through all of that. They just don't give a fuck. Why would you give a fuck if you're starving, if you're hungry, and you have nothing else going on in your fucking life? Why would you care? Of course you're gonna fucking steal a car and like do dumb shit.
What percentage of Kia boys stay strapped when they ride around town?
I ain't gonna lie, at least 60%, 60-70% always got guns.
Do your moms know that you do this?
Shit, she know I got a case for that shit.
That's exactly, moms know I got a case for it. That's a
What does she say? Does she tell you like, hey, you can't be doing this?
Yeah, she tell me not to do it. I be listening to her too. I don't be doing
Only
it.
got caught one time, so she think I'm done.
I don't condone this either, y'all. I tried to stop it. So
Yeah, what's your advice to these young guns out here?
man, stop doing that shit. Pick a bag up, line your lines up, you buy your own car.
Most of the people stealing cars is kids, so they get a slap on the wrist and get right out.
It's kind of crazy to think. I mean, dude, I'll be honest with you. I am surprised that this dude is like willing to do this, because like there is a little bit of a reactionary slant to this coverage, and I'm surprised that he's like willing and able to like go out there and actually talk to these kids. So it's, you know.
If you had to guess, the average Kia boy out there, 30 cars, 50 cars, 2 cars?
People be on sprees, because some people don't know how to drive, so they gotta steal so many cars because they run through them.
Because they crash them?
Yeah, I know people who got like 200 car thefts, 300 car thefts.
What? And are you scared of potentially ever going to jail? You ever think about that?
No, I ain't gonna lie. I'm only scared of the black truck shit. Fuck the police, I ain't gonna lie. I'm only scared of the black truck. Other than that, fuck the police.
Have you thought about how you would spend that time?
Like, shit, you only gonna do like 3 weeks shit. It's a misdemeanor.
You only do 3 weeks for stealing a car?
Hell yeah, it's a misdemeanor shit.
Yeah, because they're fucking 12, dog. What do you think? What are you supposed to do? Lock them up permanently? They're like fucking 14 years old. That's why. Like, that's it. That's why. I mean, the other guy, the older dude said it. He's like, these are kids, so they don't go to jail forever if they steal a car. I think he probably doesn't realize that the person he's talking to is like 14, 15, 16 years old max, which is not surprising because, like, you know, that is a very common trope, is like assuming that black people are older than they actually are is like a very common thing.
How old do you think the average Kia boy is?
12, 11.
12, 11? You know what I was doing when I was 11? I was catching frogs and shit. Uh-oh. Hey, watch this, watch this, watch this. What?
Man, he ain't turned nothing up though.
I asked students like this when I was teaching. After school programs don't work because it's too hard to get them to come to school in the first place. They need to develop a trusting relationship with an adult at school first to come. Need more counselors and trauma-informed practice for teachers. Okay, fair. That too. I mean, dude, think about it from the perspective of the average American. If you're European and you look and you peer into the mind of an American, you can't comprehend it. You're like, what the fuck? Why does no one trust the goddamn government? Why does everybody want to fucking cut taxes and shit? It's because our confidence in the government has been undermined for the past fucking, like, since the Reagan era. You know what I mean? Like, completely. Government doesn't do anything and it just steals your fucking money from your paycheck. That's the way we think about it. And there is some truth and validity to that fucking idea. And that same attitude, the microcosm of that attitude can be seen in one of the you know, forward-facing facets of governance, which is public education. Public education is undermined. It's crippled. It's an institution that like is not seen as like salvation for many of these children. They don't think about the upwards social mobility that they might get from going to school. Well, partially because they don't get that because, again, their schools are fucking underfunded. So that's how it works. You, over time, lose faith in the system. And just like the American government takes all of your tax dollars and spends it on the military, the local government also takes all of your tax dollars and spends it on fucking cops.
What did we just see right now?
Man, you just seen the smacking ass shit, nigga. That's what smacking ass shit, man.
How fast do you think they were going?
We tried to
Like
eat
80,
that
he was
motherfucker.
going like 80 trying to eat burnt that motherfucker.
So do you guys go to school or you just skip school and steal cars all day?
I go to school for
I go to
sure.
school.
I need my education.
So what do you want to be when you grow up?
Shit, rich, shit, whatever comes with it.
I mean, do you see yourself being an astronaut, a fireman, a mechanic?
I ain't gonna entrepreneur. I want to do HVAC. I ain't gonna lie.
Bro, that kid is literally 12, dude. That kid is like that kid's 11. Like, this is an 11-year-old, okay? You could tell even through the fucking balaclava that he is 11 years old.
What do you say to people that say, hey, they just need a better family structure, they need a male role model?
I mean, that could be true in some cases, but some of these people have that. A lot of these kids really good kids, but they followers. A lot of kids really at home a lot by themselves. Mom's working second shift, trying to feed 4 or 5 kids, so they...
I wonder how that works. Interesting. Because he hit the high note of like, oh, well, do they have positive male role models? He's like, no, they have that sometimes. Like, even in they have positive role models in their lives, dude. They're just fucking not there because they're working.
Oh, fuck, my car's up there. I don't want my car. You see people running for their life up there, dude? Did you see that? These kids are gonna fucking die. I'm getting scared watching it. I'm not even in the car.
Hey, y'all see that we Hot Wheels? We like the Hot Wheels on this bitch. You see how fast we put the tire on?
That was crazy.
Hot Wheels, man.
You got some cojones, man, that's for sure.
Hell yeah.
Have you ever gotten into a police chase before?
They can't chase cause they can, but like after you doing so much dangerous shit, they gotta terminate it.
You're a reckless man, you know that? Are you ever sitting in the back of the car thinking, I really wish I wasn't here because this is scary as fuck?
No, I don't drive in the back seat. If I'm in the joint, I'm in the front seat.
So you're driving.
Dog, you're 11, dude. Oh my God, your feet barely fucking touch the pedal. He's like, oh, dude, I'm in the front seat always. You're literally, you're fucking 11, dude. Motherfucker's actually baby driver, okay? Like literally a baby, but also driving. He needs one of those like bricks to fucking reach the goddamn pedal, dude.
Another question, Professor Ebrake. How are you going to be an astronaut or an entrepreneur if you're getting yourself into trouble with these Kias?
Shit, I don't even ride joint shit. I ain't gonna lie. Like the only time like I get in a stolen car, say if my boy called me like I got something fat, I'm like, damn, I gotta drive that. I ain't drive that yet, so shit.
Does being a Kia boy get you chicks?
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Bitches suck your dick, you pull up in the joint. The bus just hit you.
They hit a.
There's no, they don't. Dude, you're 12 years old. Shut the fuck up, bro. Shut the fuck up. Dude, he is literally, what the fuck? Yeah, okay, dude. Yeah, totally. That's definitely a real thing that happened, dude.
I would have been very sad if you stole my car. And can you picture me at my house crying when my car's not there anymore?
Yeah.
And what do you think about that?
Shit, you got insurance?
What if I don't, though?
Shit, should have had it. That shit illegal.
Do you know any Kia boys that have been shot at while stealing a car?
Owned.
Do you have friends that have...
Owned. He's right. Jesus Christ, dude. I'm just kidding, but like also he's right though. Bro, this is what they mean, by the way, when they say like these are good kids. Like, I mean, he's smart, he's funny. Like this dude, you know, if there was like some kind of fucking program that, I don't know, if there was like anything else that like got him interested, like he wouldn't be doing this shit. You know what I mean? This same exact kid, born in a different neighborhood, born into like a totally different set of circumstances, is just, you know, he's killing it. He's crushing it. The YouTuber's uncomfortably white. He is, but I like the juxtaposition almost. Theft coverage isn't part of the minimum liability insurance. Comprehensive is expensive. No, I know. I know. I'm aware.
Do you know any Kia boys that have been shot at while stealing a car?
Yeah.
Do you have friends that have gotten in trouble and are in the system right now or in jail right now?
Yeah.
There they go right
Uh-oh,
there.
here we go.
I ain't used to do no shit like that back in my day.
See, and that's what I say, like,
Not to that extreme.
This shit changed so much.
Go, roll. Oh, shit. Oh, my gosh. Hey, not the Chevy though. Not the Chevy though. Don't hit the Chevy. Hold on.
Oh no. Oftentimes, the kids that we center our attention instead, they wind up pouring that energy into stuff that makes them feel better about the fucked up world they gotta live in. Like, none of this is a way. Like, when I talk about stuff like this, when I talk about the underlying reasons as to why kids do shit like this in underprivileged, underserved neighborhoods, I'm not using that as an excuse to be like, just let them steal cars. Like, who cares? Obviously not. It's profoundly dangerous, as this video shows. Right? It's really fucked up. It puts these kids in the system at a super early age. Right? And it basically ruins their fucking chances that they already didn't really have. The reason why I'm mentioning all this is because you got to look at the root causes for why this kind of activity happens in certain places. You know what I mean? The reality is like, yeah, why isn't this happening in Naperville to the same degree? I'm sure there's like, you know, dickhead kids in Naperville that like, you know, joyride and stuff like that. But why? Why isn't it happening in other neighborhoods? Why is it only happening here? Is it because they're black? Is that what you think? Because that's not the case. And racist people do think that that's the case. This is really interesting. I kind of want to see I want to see more about this. I want to see more about what this dude's about.